guys, Kim, OfficeCowboy.dk. Yes, Kim's a boy's name in Denmark. I have got, I saw a question on the LinkedIn about using comments fields for gathering history, showing only the 2 latest comments, and I commented on that and said if anybody wanted to, I could create a video. So, well, here it is. I've got my comments sample list here. If I go to my list settings, what I've done is simply to add a few columns. Apart from the title, I've got a comment field for entering the new comment. I've got a field for the previous comment so that I can concatenate the new comment and the previous comment to create the current comments to show the 2 latest comments. And then I've got a field called the comment history for gathering up everything about the history on these comments. So I will go right back to my list using the link here, and I would go to my list tab and go to my custom in InfoPath, and it will just make a bit of a mess, asking me if I'm sure this is Office 365, and I'm working with an account on the Office 365 which is not connected to my computer, thus it will just ask me. Now, to make things a little easier, I go to my page design, I go to my page setup, and I will go to my general settings and use a background color just to make it a little bit clearer what's going on in the form. As I will go here to my cell and go to my design here, let's see, to my page design and select something like, well, something like this. This might not be the best color scheme, but anyway, you will be able to see what's going on where. Now, first of all, I need to take care of something quite annoying. It's very hard to insert a new line in InfoPath and in these fields. I've got a small cowboy trick for that as well. So what I'll do is I'll just, for now, add an extra row here by typing tab. I would like to enter an extra field, a rich text box. I go into my rich text box properties, or actually I should go to my field properties. This is a list properties, and I go and say I'll call this enter, just so everybody knows what it's all about. And I will go and click OK. So I'll right click on my field here, go to my rich text box properties, and I would like to have a value here. Now I'll type 2 times quotation marks, shift 2, and then I'll press Control Enter to add an enter into this one, and click OK and OK, and then I'll actually delete this field, but it's still over here, and it now contains a paragraph, so I can actually add an enter whenever I want to by using that field. Clever little trick, eh? I've seen a lot on the internet using XML coded new lines and stuff like that, and it works, but not in HTML form. This should work. Okay, let's see. Now, what I would do is to create a button here. So I'll go and say on my Home tab, I'll go here and insert a button, and this button should have some coding on it. So actually, I'll right-click and go to my button properties. Now, a good habit would be to type something like save, and go to your ID and do something like CMD save. If you have to check the code afterwards, it's always nice to have a nice name. I go to my Manage Rules on my Home tab, and I will get the rule window over here. I like to add a new action here, and this should be set, let's see, set comments, like this. So this will only be relevant if the comment field is not blank. So I'll go here and say if the field's comment is not blank, okay. If that's the case, I would like to do some stuff in here. Now, first of all, I need to make sure that my comment history contains whatever is relevant in here. So I'll go and say add. I'll add setter fields value, or some of this might be outside the recording part. Well, I think we'll manage setter fields value, and I'll go here and say, well, my comment history should contain something more. So I'll go and say I would like to fx, I would like to make a insert a function here, which should be the concatenate function, which is a text function, concat. So I like it to actually add to the existing comment history. So I'll go here and say my comment history should be added at the end. So I would like to add some fields here. I'll just go here and double click to insert a field, and I'll take my enter field and say okay, so I'll get a new line. And then I here would go and say I would like to add my comment to this. And obviously if I wanted to, I could add some more stuff in here, like the date and the user, the current user. Could do something like if I just add 2 semicolons, I could go and say insert function. I could take my username, and I could go here and say, well, actually I would like to insert a field. I would like to have an enter, and okay, and I would like to add a field, one more field, insert function. I would like to have the date. Let's see, it's under date here. Sorry, date and time. No date, today, here it is, sorry. It's late in the evening, sitting on a hotel. Anyway, and I would like to add the enter once more, so I'll insert the group here and the enter, something like that. And I'll just click OK to that one. So this would actually set my comment history to be whatever's in the comment history. I add the username, new line, the date, new line, and then the actual comment, new line, and then whatever was in the comment history before. I also would like to make my calculation the current comments, and I would like to go here and say set the fields value. I'd like to have my current comments, and that actually should be equal to maybe I'll do the same, insert function and do the text, do my concatenate, my concat, and I'll go here and say, well, I would like to enter the current user value here, username. I would like to, I need to move this one. I would like to add a semicolon. I would like to go into my insert field of group, bring my enter. I would like to add a semicolon. I would like to have the insert field of group. I would like to have my date, sorry, the insert function. I would like to have the date, today, and I would like to add my enter. So one more semicolon, I'll add my enter, and I would like to add my comment here. So I'll go and say I would like my comment here, and I would go and say OK, and then I would actually like to add an enter, insert field of group, enter, and I would like to double click here to have my previous comment in here. Now if my previous content has been created correctly, this should actually show me the current comments, which should be the current, the latest type comment and whatever was in my previous comment before. Now I need to set my previous comment as well, so I'll go and set my field value here, my previous comment, and that should equal, again I will make this calculation, insert function, concat. Maybe I would be able to copy something, but right now I will set insert function username. Okay, I'll remove this. I will have my enter. I would have my semicolon. I would have my current date, today, and I would like to have an enter here. Insert field of group, enter, and I would like as the last thing here like to have my comment, whatever was commented, in here. So that would be the previous comment. And the last thing I need to do is actually to delete the current comment. So I'll set the fields value, my comment, which is the current comment, and I would just say that to values nothing, so I'll just leave it blank like this. So it's time for some testing. Let's see, I'll just test up here and say, well, let's see if I add a comment. This is comment number 1, and I'll just click save. Now this actually shows me that I've got this comment 1 in here, I've got the comment 1 in here, and I've got the comment 1 in here, which is fine. So I'll go here and say, here is comment number 2. So if this works, this should be comment 2, this should be comment 1 and comment 2, and this should be comment 1 and comment 2. And let's see, there we go, comment 2, this is blank, this has comment 2, and it has got comment 1, and this one has 2 and 1 as well. Looks like it works. And it even states that KFL was the one doing the action and the date. You could add now, so you get the date and the time. Never mind, time to testing comment number 3, and this is where the magic should happen. This should be only comment 3, this should be 1 and 2. This should be 1, 2, and 3. So I'll go to save. This is 3. This is actually number 3 and number 2. And here we go. This is actually comment number 3, 2, and 1. So I've got the full history here. Now you might want to do some concatenate without the new lines in here in the current comments if you want to sort of show it in a list view. Then again, if it's too long, it will have to show over multiple lines anyway. So that actually sort of does the trick. Now, what I would like to do was to remove my previous comment from the form and maybe remove the comment history from my form. So I'll actually just see the current comments. I'll just close my preview here. What I could do was to actually just add a page design. Let's see if I go to page design, go to my properties and say this is all data and say OK. Then I could actually copy everything here, Control A, Control C, create a new view, say edit view and click OK. I'll select everything and press Control V, so I'll actually get whatever's in here. I'll remove my comment history, I'll remove my previous comment. I would like to go and say this should not be editable, so I'll go to my display, read only, and click OK. I might even go and say text box properties, go to size and say this should be auto. Using this dialog, I would have to write auto. What I could do, what is more easy, is to go to my control properties up here and say that I would like my height to be auto. I'll just go down and say 0. So I'll just go here and say 0, press enter, and it will automatically go to auto on the height. I could do the same here, just add a 0, press enter, and it will enter the auto mode. Now I need to make sure on page design, page setup, that this is actually my default view in here, and I'll click OK. I might want to go to my, well, that's fine, my own data. So I'm just about ready to publish my form, so let's publish the form here. Which should be fine. I'll just open the list in the browser. Now I've got it twice, this is fine, and I'll just close down that one. Now to do something about my view, I go to my list. I could take the shortcut and say modify view. What I would like to have here is the title. I would not like to have the comment, previous comment, comment history, or the enter. I'll just have my current comments. That's the only one I actually want to have here, and I can do some sorting and some ordering, stuff like that. So here we are, ready to test. So I'll go to my new item. I would very much like to add a comment. The title is Testing Comment History, and the comment should be, well, I just add number 1 and say save to that one. So it actually, oh, that looks bad. I forgot, I've got this 23 or 316 thingy with this, all of that going on here. So I'll just click save. Actually, I should have saved on the button, so I'll just click close, and I would not to save anything. As a sample, I go to my list and to my customize this form actually. Now I forgot about saving on the button, so I'll have to do that. I just have to be patient for a minute and wait for the form to pop up in here. Here it is. I just click my save button, and I need to add an extra action. I need to submit my data and say that should be my main data connection, and I need to go and add and say I would like to close the form as well. That was the one I needed here. And actually, maybe I would create a calculated field which contains the current user without all of that jam going on in here. So I'll just add a field here. I go to my add a field, current user, which is fine with me, and I would like to go and click OK. Now, in my current user, I'll create an action and say that as long as current user contains the character of a pipe, then it should do something. I would like the action to be set a field's value. I'll select my current user. I'll go here and say fx and say I would like to insert a function. I need a text function, the substring after. Click OK. So I go here and say I would like to have my current user value, and I would like to, let's say here, I would like to have that after my pipe. So I'll just have to type the pipe sign here. Oh, I did enter something there. There was a parenthesis start, something like this. I just verify the formula. One or more errors. Okay. Oh, I have to add the parenthesis afterwards. Verify formula. Okay, fine. Okay, okay. And I need to add an extra rule. I go to my data. I have got my form load, new action. I would like this to go whenever set current user. Oh, I can't have spaces here. And this should just run whenever the form is opened. Set a field's value. I would like to set my field value of the current user to be equal to, and I will get my username here. So this should actually do the current user thingy. So I'll have to go to my save button and say, well, this should be actually not my username. It should be the field current user, insert field or group. Go take the current user and add that one here, and OK and OK. And I would like to go to this one again. Instead of username, I would like to use the field current user. So I'll go insert field or group, go current user, go OK, OK, OK. And my one down here, that should do exactly the same one. So I'll get my current username function. That looks ugly, and I would like to add from the field current user, which is a hidden field, and actually should be hidden in the view as well. So let's see, that should be just blank. So I guess this should be about working now. I would like to just publish this one. That's go to enter my list again, list, modify view. Let's see if the current user added here, and that did, and I did not want that to be shown, so this should be okay. Here we go, and it's time for testing once more. I'm sorry this took already quite some time, so I'll go to my new item. I'll add a title, testing, comment history. Oh, I love it. This was already here, so this should be number 1. I'll click save and see what happens. Here we go, KFL, AdFab Training 1 on Microsoft.com, the date number 1. Cool. So I'll go and edit the item here. I would like to add an extra comment here. I'm not allowed to do any editing in the current content, so I'll go up here and say this should be number 2, and I'll click save. That's fantastic. I've got the second comment, I've got the first comment. I would like to go and say edit item, and guess what? Ooh, magic. I want to enter my number 3 thingy. I'll click save, and behold and behave, it actually shows me 3 and 2 and nothing else. So I'll go and edit item, and just to make sure, I will make my number 4 and click save here. So it actually works. Let's go see. If I go and say edit item, I should be able to go to the other view, to my all data. I could add a button for that one, and this should actually sort of show me whatever's going on here. I've got the number 4, which was the previous comment. I've got the 4 and 3 here, and this should actually contain 4, 3, 2, 1, so I've got the full history down here. Well, actually, this did have a few tricks in it. I could have edited the form. Well, I can do that. I could go and edit my form just to show you again that I'm able to set the auto height on all the fields, even in my all data view. Yes. The foremost thing you need to have working with SharePoint, patience. Let's go to my control properties, set this to 0, go here, set this to 0, which will automatically set it to auto. This is the easiest way to do it. Go here and set it to 0, and I'll get the auto hide on everyone here. Yeah, well, I could go and say that actually every one of these should be protected. Oh, I'm not allowed to do that here, so I'll take the first one here and go to, that would have been easier to do right away. Read only, read only, read only, and read only. Here we go. I publish my form. Just click OK, close my InfoPath. I go in here and say I'd like to edit item. And if I go to my all data view, I will actually see every data in here, and it's been folded out. Fantastic. Well, isn't that great, guys? Remember, I did do 2 cowboy tricks in here. I did add my, I will have to open my form again. I did add my current user field, going in and using my my rules on the on open. Let's see if it will open here. I should never have closed it down. Here we go. So I go to my, yeah, well, I will go to my edit view just for good habits. I go into my data tab, I go to my form load, and here I go and set the current user. So I will get in my current user field, I will get the username. I did create an enter field, and I did set the value in here, the default value, to be equal to quotation mark, control enter, quotation mark end. So I actually have an enter in here. And then I simply created some rules on this save button, which was set the comment field. Let's see, I would like to just drag this one out here so you can actually read the full story. Set the comment history equal concat current user, enter user, today, enter, and the comment, and enter, and then the comment history, so I'll get the full history automatically created each time. I would have my current comments, the ones shown in the list, to be concat current user, enter, today, enter, the comment, enter, previous comment, which would be all of it like in the next one. Previous comment will be concat current user, enter, today, enter, comment. And then I will set my comment field to nothing, and then I will submit using my main data connection, and I will close this form. That's it, guys. Have fun. Please drop me a line if something is missing, or if you want to know something more about this. I'll just drop you here my mail address. This is the nerd at OfficeCowboy.dk. Go ahead, have fun. See you guys. Bye.